Hashtag get the job done. When it come to crunch time, I'm awesome. 3 seconds on the clock, you can call me. In my hands is where the ball be, nigga. I'm clutch, 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 clutch. Yeah, nigga, I'm clutch, 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 clutch. Yeah, baby, I'm clutch, 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 clutch. Yeah, baby, I'm clutch, 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 yeah, clutch, 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 clutch. Yeah, baby, I'm clutch.
Yo, 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 yo. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Welcome to this episode of the Antoine Spivey Show. I'm your host, the man with the plan with the Cleveand ways and all the land, Spivey. And I got with me in the building, Kells the Truth, my twin right now. As y'all see,
y'all twinning, huh?
We twinning, you know what I'm saying? Like he in my closet or something, man.
I don't know how that happened, but you know, hey, it is what it is.
Kills want to be like greatness. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? That's what greatness do.
Hey, I feel the greatness now. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I'm embracing it.
Yeah, okay. Y'all see the two fellas, Kells the Truth, and Dar in the building. Was good, y'all.
What's up with it? What's up with it?
Nothing much, man. How was your weekend?
Beautiful.
It was cool.
It was beautiful?
Yeah. You know, everybody won this weekend. You know what I'm saying? The Browns.
I can't believe you got the same goddamn shirt on, man. This is like this a bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm glad I could be an inspiration on you, man. Hey, we got a hot show today. We got some NBA talk. We're gonna talk about them Cavs starting off 3-0. Of course, we're gonna talk about them Browns after a big victory yesterday against the Baltimore Ravens. I know y'all got a lot to say about that. Jameis Winston, play calling, everything. So with that being said, let's get it going. Look, you like too.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Browns defeated the Ravens yesterday. Was it 29-20?
29-24.
29-24. A great division game. You know, division games always looking like how it looked yesterday. The Browns get the victory, moved to 2-6. The Ravens fall to 5-3. What y'all thought about the game yesterday, Kells?
Well, you know, I called it. I said it from the beginning. They was going to win.
You did.
I said that the best thing for Stefanski was to do something different is give up the play calling so somebody else can hear a different voice instead of his voice. I really believe that what happened, him and Jameis Winston and Ken Dorsey finally came up with a plan to get Cedric Tillman involved, David Njoku, and finally we saw a Jerry Jeudy and Elijah Moore sighting. You know, they played well today. Yesterday. Nick Chubb is this close. To breaking a long one. About this close. He got close many times before, but he this close to breaking one. He looked like he cut back. His cutback looked like it's sharper now while he getting into shape. But it was a great win. It was an emotional win. You know, sending out the prayers to Jimmy Donovan's family. You know, he'll probably be happy now. You know, he's like, damn, we finally beat the Ravens. You know, but that was a great win. The defense came out to play. We stopped Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry didn't have no long runs. He had them wild moments like he stiff-arming people. And we did just enough to not allow Lamar to beat us. So it was a great day.
Yeah, it was a big win. Emotions, a lot of emotions going around in Cleveland. You know, as you said, you know, we did it for Jim. Dar.
Let's go.
What you got to say? Browns Ravens, holla at me. How you feel about the game?
I loved it. I loved every bit of it. Nick Chubb looked great. Our defense played stellar. And our offense put up over 20 points. for the first time this season. Due to Jameis Winston, thank QB. Due to Kevin Stefanski giving up the play calling. Due to our offensive line holding up. My only question is, where was all this shit in the first 6 games? You can't tell me miraculously Deshaun Watson blew his ACL.
His Achilles.
And now, it's his Achilles. And now, Stefanski want to give up the play calling to Ken Dorsey. Now, all of a sudden, our offensive line want to block and provide time to where Jameis Winston can see far enough down the field to push the ball down the field. If I'm Deshaun Watson, I wouldn't want to come back. Because you have not put me in a position to be successful. We could have started out with Ken Dorsey up in the booth calling the plays from the get-go. We already knew our offensive line was beat up. We got Wyatt Teller back. That was a plus. But we already knew our offensive line was beat up coming into the season. But again, at no point do I feel like they put Deshaun Watson in a situation that would be comparable to what Jameis Winston was able to go out there and do.
You know the difference was
D.Y. know how to throw the long ball. He know how to push the ball up the field. So we ran no play action when Deshaun Watson was in and Stefanski was calling them plays. We didn't. Very little. If we did, it was out of the shotgun. But it wasn't from under center. Jameis Winston could go for 100 yards because the whole weak side of the field is wide open on play action and on those zone reads with the running back. So where was this 6 weeks ago? You have to ask yourself, where was this 6-7 weeks ago? I'm glad they won. I'm eager to see what we able to do. I'm eager to see we can start stacking wins. All we playing right now is the AFC. We got New Orleans coming up soon. I think that's the last NFC team. Everybody else is AFC. So,
what you say?
So I was gonna say let's stack some wins and try to be competitive from here on out. We never know what's gonna happen.
Kill, you was about to answer the question he asked. What was his all season? You want to go ahead first?
The season, what happened is that they start off the season with a bum offensive line that was never healthy together. Second, Deshaun Watson is uncomfortable under center. He's more comfortable in a shotgun. So that's why they started off with the spread offense. Jameis Winston is exactly the quarterback that's Stefanski like, a quarterback who can go under center, play action pass, and throw the ball. One other thing that was different from Jameis Winston and Deshaun Watson is this. He knew where he was going with the ball, and he did not hesitate. He let it rip. Deshaun wouldn't let it rip the first couple of games. He started when he got injured. That's when he started finally getting comfortable ripping the ball down the field and and throwing the ball. So that's the difference in the offense. You had a running game. The running game was non-existent. Now, when Chubb, you have to respect the running game. When Chubb was not out there, know who you was going to respect. You want to go respect Jerome Ford. You want to go respect Deontay Foreman. You definitely want to go respect Pierre Strong. So that's the difference.
Yeah, for me, it was a big win for the Browns. That put us at 2-6. A loss would have had us at 1.
I said, damn, that sounds awful.
Yeah, dude. A loss would have had us at 1-7.
Only 3 games out of first place.
Yeah, that's
Still in it.
Them 3 games is a lot of 3 games though. Like, don't sound that 3 games, you know what I'm saying, mislead you. But overall, big win. I like how the offense came together and played well, put together a good offensive game for once. The game plan was a good game plan going into yesterday's game. And I told y'all, we had this conversation probably about 2 weeks ago or whatever. We was talking about I proposed and said, you know, was it time for the Browns to bench Watson in favor of Winston? I was told no. Which leads me to you, Dar. My buddy.
Let's go.
You ain't about to get away with this. Where was the Dar at? Where the Dar at that was all season? Man, I don't give a damn about Jameis Winston. Get Jameis Winston. We went out and paid him the same money we could have gave Joe Flacco and blah, 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 blah. Now you liking Winston? Now you thanking Winston?
I could thank him. I give credit to where credit due. That man threw for 335 yards yesterday, more than that, almost 400. And what, three TDs. However, hang on, cuz I'm not gonna let you off the hook.
Let me off the hook?
I'm not gonna let you off the hook. Because just like everybody was having Flacco fever last year, right?
I was having
me included, but y'all didn't like Flacco. Flacco a bum. He threw too many interceptions. We was winning games. Let us start winning games. Everybody calling for Jameis Winston now. He said it best today in his interview. He said, as long as I play mistake-free, I could be successful on the field. Even he recognizes that. But we all know that sometimes Jameis Winston has some mistakes too. So I'm not gonna let you off the hook with that. I'm not.
What would you let me off the hook at?
Because where's the I mean, yeah, Flacco, Winston, two different quarterbacks, 2 different time periods. Winston can run, Flacco can't, but they got the same contract, same money to come in here and do something different, which was jumpstart the offense and win games. Same thing to me.
But Jameis Winston did throw for over 5,000 yards in his career, and also threw over 30
We know he gonna throw picks.
We know he gonna throw.
They don't call him Mr. 30 for 30 for nothing. They call him Mr. 30 for 30. So
just
like interceptions.
But he's not scared to push the ball down the field. He's not afraid of that. Huh?
Flacco wasn't either.
But the thing with Flacco is this. Flacco needs everything to be perfect, almost damn near. He needs a running back.
No, man.
He needs a running back.
No, man.
He needs a running game, and he needs an offensive line to block for him.
That's no different than what Jameis Winston needed yesterday. Nick Chubb in the offensive line that was going to block. You got Wyatt Teller black. That's
the only one you had.
What?
That's the only one you had with Wyatt Teller back.
Okay, and you got your offensive line to block for more than 5 seconds. Come on, man. We wasn't so miraculously. How they didn't need the same thing?
Because
what happened?
You can't tell me that it's a difference between what Jameis Winston needed, which was Nick Chubb as a running back, or some sort of running back. If Nick Chubb was not going to be there, because if we're going to compare last year apples to apples, Nick Chubb was already gone.
And their running game was better than this year. Wasn't their running game better than last year than this year?
Because our offensive line was a little healthier.
Okay, our offensive line was healthy.
Jameis Winston needed the same thing that Flacco needed. A line that was going to protect for 5 seconds or more, a decent running game.
Actually,
there's no in a clean pocket, and he could see and throw the ball down the field. That's no different than what Flacco
actually
did.
got the ball off at more than 5. He got the ball off at 2 seconds. The quarterback can help the
That's
offensive
no
line.
different than Flacco.
The difference is that he was more precise with
You're not going to sell me on it, Kels. Stop it. You're not going to sell me on it. There's no difference.
Hey, there is, man. Come on, man.
There is no difference.
So what are you doing now?
You said it yourself.
What are you
doing
doing now?
Yourself.
What is he doing now?
You said it yourself, Kels. They
what are you
needed
doing
the
now?
same thing. You said it yourself. You just said it. You just said it.
What do Indianapolis get?
Flacco needed a offensive line, a clean pocket, a running back. Jameis Winston needed the same thing.
I said a running game.
The only X factor is Deshaun Watson was out both times. So have we really had the opportunity to see what Deshaun Watson is able to do in this offense? The answer is no, because Stefanski was calling the plays instead of Ken Dorsey. You're not gonna beat me on this.
Okay. In that case, Flacco and Stefanski.
Keep saying in that case, because that's all you got is in that case. No, you can't. There is no rebuttal to what I just said, Kevin.
It's always a rebuttal, my brother.
There's no rebuttal to what I just said.
It's always
There's no rebuttal because you initially agreed that Flacco needed a line. No, you said Flacco needed a line. He needed a running back. He needed protection. No different than what Jameis Winston needed yesterday.
You agree with me? This Flacco is not the savior of nothing. What he needed,
Jameis Winston ain't either.
What he needed.
Jameis Winston not either.
All right, man. You know what? You're not gonna listen, so I'm done. Let's go to the next one.
I'm not gonna listen.
Okay, we agree upon that. Now that's what we agree upon.
That's what we agree.
I mean, Flacco, for real, man. Like the difference. Any quarterback is going to need a good line to block for him. Any quarterback is going to need a running back to run the ball good for him. But my whole thing is now all of a sudden, like I just asked you, it was F Winston. He ain't nothing. He ain't blah 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 blah. This and that. Now you haven't praise for him. I just want to know, like, what's the sudden switch? What's the sudden switch?
I give credit to what credit is due. Let's see if he can stack some wins. Simple.
So your aspect of Winston have changed because of yesterday's game.
I like the fact that we won the game.
So
even though you was told,
let's face it. Hold on.
Even though you was told that Jameis Winston can do this, you didn't like the fact that Jameis Winston could do that.
If the whole world saw it, the whole world saw it. So stop playing today, because the whole world saw it. If that safety did not drop that interception, game was over with.
If the Browns
had about 3 or 4 interceptions.
Dropped 2 interceptions.
I'm talking about if listen, man, if the safety for the Ravens had dropped that had not dropped that interception, the game would have been over. And guess what? We wouldn't. What would we have said today?
You would have came on here dogging the hell out of Jameis Winston.
Yep.
Even though the good game that he played, you would have came on here dogging the mess out of Jameis Winston.
You'd be like, Flacco would have
did that. Y'all wanted Jameis Winston, and look what happened. You would have did that. But since that didn't happen and they won, now your whole aspect is changing of Jameis Winston. When you
it's not.
When you was told,
listen, man,
this is what Jameis Winston can do. But you were so stuck on the Flacco train.
My position on Winston, I never denied that he was a good quarterback. All I said was, what's the difference? From Flacco, a Super Bowl champion, an MVP, and you gonna let him go to pay the same damn money to Jameis Winston. And you still running the same, not same offense, because last year it was Andy Van Pelt's offense. This year is Ken Dorsey's. So now you go get somebody that's capable of running that offense. Okay. But had that interception been caught by the Ravens, what difference would it have made? Yeah, I would have said I would have had something to say. Because guess what? It's the same. Hey, they both throw interceptions. What difference do it make?
The difference is that Flacco didn't fit what the Browns were trying to do. He didn't fit the system of what the Browns was trying to do. That's the reason why they got rid of him, because they brought in a different system.
Okay.
So that's the difference. All I know is this. Going into the season,
like I said,
I told you that Jameis Winston
what credit is due.
Was a great backup quarterback. Yes, he throws interceptions. They don't call him Mr. 30 for 30 for nothing. You, on the other hand, was against it because Flacco sold you a great sale for what he did last year, and now Jameis Winston got you eating that crow. That's all.
I'm not eating no crow. I'm not eating no crow. I know Jameis Winston in one game. He was one of my favorite QBs at Florida State. Come on, man.
Okay, so for him to be one of your favorite QBs, you sure did go into this season.
Yes, I did. I did.
The hell out of him.
I did. My expectations was real low for Jameis Winston because I know how erratic of a passer he can be. I've been watching him since Florida State.
Don't you know when he was with Sean Payton and when he was backing up Drew Brees? Don't you know the year when Drew Brees retired, he was 7-1 before he got hurt.
Before we got hurt.
15 touchdowns. He was 15-2 before he got hurt. What he did, he learned and he grew from his mistakes. Plus, he had eye laser surgery that made his eyes better. Now he can see the color of the right jersey now. So because he had that eye surgery. So you learn as a quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And I like the Jameis Winston. When we first brought him in, I'm like, oh yeah, Jameis Winston gonna be a great backup because he's a great motivator. If you listen to that man talk, you be like, man, I want to go. All right, we can go out now. You know what I'm saying? That positivity.
You saw the whole team pregame.
That game, he showed in that game yesterday, man. I give it to that brother, and I give credit where credit is due. No matter how hard on him I was during the preseason, no matter I was with the Flacco. We didn't even offer Flacco a contract, so I was ticked about that. But here's the thing:
gonna want Flacco back.
We still went out and won yesterday. That man led like a leader, and I want to see continued success. He's gonna be up under a microscope. Everybody honeymooning today, but he's gonna be up under a microscope too. And
so what's your expectation?
He's gonna get read the same way. Ain't no difference with me, bro.
What's your expectation of Jameis?
That's not like him making you eat that crow.
It ain't making me eat no crow. Hey.
So what's your expectation of Jameis Winston?
I want to see if we can stack wins.
So how many we can stack? So it's all about the wins?
No, I say what he really want to say. Ask me that question.
What's your expectation of Jameis Winston?
This Dar's real answer. You know what I'm saying? This is what he really want to say, but I ain't gonna say it. My expectation for Jameis Winston is for him to do what Flacco did. For him to do what Flacco did last year.
You know what? I thought about that, but we are 2-6. I have to be realistic here. Now, if we could start.
Now you want to be realistic, huh?
Hey, we 2-6.
Now you want to be.
We 2-6.
Oh, well, hold on. Once again, did I tell you though? But did I tell you? I didn't say we was gonna be 2-6. I didn't say we was gonna be this.
Come on, Twan. You know damn well we should be. You know damn well we should be 6-1 right now.
No, I'm not gonna say that because time out. No, because I told you going into the season when we read down the schedule, we got Dallas's game. Oh, that's a win.
Yeah, we got blown out.
We got blew out. We played Jacksonville. Oh, that's a win. All these games, we won. All these games you were saying on the schedule that we was gonna win. What did I tell you? And since I know you like to bring up receipts, I go back to that show. What did I tell you? Be careful. All them games you count as wins, we gonna lose some of them games. Be careful. Oh, no, we ain't. No, we ain't. By the time we see Philly, we gonna be 4-1, 5-1, whatever it was. Nope, be careful, dog. Be careful. Some of them games you said we gonna win, we gonna lose. And what happened? We lost. So no, I'm not gonna sit up here and say I knew at this point or we should be 6-1 or whatever at this point.
Man, look, other than the Dallas game, other than the Philly game, the other games we were in.
Not the Washington game.
The Raiders game. The Washington game got away real quick because what? Turnovers?
No, James Daniels throwing bombs.
Poor defense.
And Austin Eckler running 70 yards.
Want some BBQ sauce?
I don't want no sauce with my crow, man. I don't even have no crow on my plate, brother. Because
you done ate it all.
I'm not eating no crow, bro.
It's no different. Over there.
It's no different than what Flacco was able to come in and do last season. Now let's see if Jameis Winston can come in and stack some wins.
Once again, you just told on yourself again. Once again, you said it's no different.
If Jameis Winston came in and do exactly,
but it was knocking. He said he couldn't do it. You hated the move. You hated the move with the Winston because you were hated the move. But now you doing the same thing.
Let's not act like he didn't almost throw the damn game away. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's not act. Y'all can turn your heads around. Y'all can spin around 360 degrees.
Even if the Browns lost yesterday, I was sitting here saying, I was texting you, Kel. I was sitting here saying, Jameis Winston is playing a good game.
Yeah.
Whether the Browns
won or lost,
he played a good game. I was saying this all game. Right. He did something that we didn't see, as you was asking, Dora, why could we see this all season? He was doing something that we haven't seen all season, which goes back to what I said again, probably 2 shows ago. It was 2 shows ago when I said, well, maybe the team gave up on Watson. Maybe the team just like, you know what? Like,
that's not a fair assessment.
What you mean that's not a fair assessment?
That's not a fair assessment. How you gonna say the team gave up on D. Watt when Stefanski the one calling the plays? How about give D. Watt and Ken Dorsey, let Ken Dorsey call the plays for D. Watt and see if it's any different? That's how you can accurately assess it. All of a sudden,
I don't care if it was Stefanski, that Pelt,
y'all pick and choose. Y'all picking and choosing, brother.
How we picking and choosing? How we picking and choosing? No, what you doing is you trying to cover every end of where you was wrong at, which I get.
I'm not trying to cover every end where I was wrong at.
How was that not a fair assessment as a coach? As a coach,
yesterday, you called the plays. That safety had to caught that damn interception.
You call the plays. Your players go out there and execute it. Much as I hate to even give him any type of credit, because he'll take it away for Kel saying all the time.
You already know where it's about to go.
You put your players in position, you know what I'm saying? And Stefanski, when Watson was out there, he was calling the plays. Watson you
can't say he can't. You just said you put him in position. Can you honestly say Kevin Stefanski put him in position? Or Ken Dorsey put him in position? He didn't play under Ken Dorsey's play calling.
Go ahead, Kel.
Okay.
Come on, bro.
Say
y'all can't have it both ways, man.
It's not having it both ways.
Say he did. They just say D. Watt did come under Ken Dorsey under his playbook, right? Whatever caused his play. The difference between Jameis Winston and Watson was that he executed better than Watson.
Thank you.
He executed better.
Thank you.
That was all it was.
Y'all must not be listening to what I'm saying. Y'all must not be listening to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
yes,
there is no way to fairly assess the situation because D.Y. was performing plays and playing under Stefanski calling the plays, not Ken Dorsey. You got Jameis Winston, who is coming in, and Ken Dorsey is calling the plays. Stefanski takes the coaching head, and he's just chilling. He ain't even with the play calling. There's a difference there, and you can't ignore it.
What's
the difference?
What do calling the plays have to
I
do?
just said it.
What do calling the plays have to do with the players executing the plays?
Okay. So let me ask this. Let me ask you this question.
Okay.
You and my team. I'm a head coach. I'm used to calling the plays.
Okay.
No, we gonna simplify this real sweet. You in my classroom.
Okay.
And Twan is a newcomer teacher. He just got on board.
Okay.
He has a certain way of how he likes to teach calculus.
Okay.
But I've been teaching it for so long that I know how I like to teach calculus.
Okay.
But in order for you to pass this class, you done got an F on 2 exams.
Okay.
You come to me and say, Teach, you know what? Is it possible that I could possibly learn from, or you get some tutoring from Twan, and you say, you know what? I like how you teach calculus better than Mr. Linton. And so guess what? Even though I'm in charge of that class, I got to let him get his feet wet so that my class could be successful in passing their exams and passing their class. Am I right or wrong? That's no different. What I just said to you is exactly.
No, you said right or wrong, right? You
what
said
I just
right or
said.
wrong, right?
What? Yeah, right or wrong.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna preface this like this.
It's a yes or no. It's a right or wrong.
No. Listen.
It's a right or wrong. You can't.
It's a wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. I'm gonna do it like this. The first person you said that you teach and I got a 2F, you failed because you did not execute the right what's the name for me to do it. So I had to go to another person who had the better execution to let me pass. So that's all it was.
Nah, this ain't gonna let you pass.
It's on me. Pass. It's on. But if I'm not getting it.
How do I fail? You just have a way. You just have a different type of way of learning. It doesn't mean I failed. You just have a different type of way of learning that Twan is able to cater to that. It doesn't mean I failed. What it means is you have a different type of learning skill that Twan is able to cater to, which means, therefore, how can somebody from the outside looking in come in and accurately assess the situation other than 9 times out of 10, this young man is able to learn and perform better under a younger professor, somebody he could relate to, versus an older one who is not able to relate to.
Okay.
It's no different than Winston and Stefanski and D.Y. and Stefanski. Stefanski was calling the damn plays.
And he was not executing the plays. It comes back to execution. If you teach me calculus and math, if I don't do the formula right, I'm not executing your plan. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? If you give me the formula and I don't do the formula, then I'm not executing your teaching right.
Correct.
Right or wrong?
Correct.
So if another teacher comes in and I execute it right, that means I was more concentrating on execution. That's all it is. So you telling me the big difference is that Ken Dorsey was calling the plays, which he got fired for Buffalo. So you telling me all the same Ken Dorsey know how to be with Winston coming in, Jamie, Winston, executed the game plan to a T. It was not about the play calling. It was I could have played calling as well as James Winston was executing the game plan. So it gotta be execution on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, agree to disagree on this one.
I don't know. Last time I checked, I don't care who calling a play, who drawing up a play. The players got to go out there and make the play happen, regardless of who called what play is called. Because if Ken Dorsey called a running back flat play, and Kevin Stefanski called a running back flat play, if Deshaun Watson ain't executing that, but Jameis Winston is, I'm not gonna sit up here and say, well, that ain't a fair assessment because Kevin Stefanski called that call and Ken Dorsey called this game. I'm not gonna say that. Jameis Winston just went out there and played the game how they had the game plan set up for yesterday. Well, however it went, the game plan James Winston followed to a T, and the Browns got the W, regardless of who dropped the interception, who could have dropped the interception at the end. Like I said before, whether the Browns won or lost that game yesterday afternoon, I felt James Winston played one hell of a good game. Whether they won or lost, if he would have threw the pick or not. Would you say, Kels?
No, and then after he almost picked, it took courage to go back downfield to throw the ball. It took a lot of courage to go to that aggressiveness.
That's one thing you can't take away from Jameis Winston. Everybody in mama knows.
Take that much courage. Cedric Tillman was wide the hell open by 10 yards.
Man, he threw that ball so
that
well.
Was a pretty ass pass,
he caught the ball like this.
You know what? That play right there, I'm gonna have to give kudos. I'm gonna have to give respect to Alj. Reason why I say that is, remember in the group text he was talking about how Deshaun Watson was throwing to a
5-10 yards all the time,
open receiver and not throwing the receiver open.
Right.
That's what Jameis Winston did yesterday. He threw the receiver open.
Like this.
He threw the receiver open. So that particular play right there, yeah, he threw the ball. He led it to where only two things was gonna happen: either Tillman was gonna catch it, or that was gonna be an incompletion. It was gonna be thrown over. So it was a good pass and catch. You know, on both ends. Winston knew exactly what to do. But nevertheless, one thing I do agree with you, Dar, is this. Hopefully, let's see if this win yesterday against the Ravens can build up some more confidence and some more momentum for the Browns going forward. And
Denzel Ward should be
and getting wins. Oh, appreciate you, Mom Duke. Appreciate you, Mom Duke.
Hey.
Love you.
Hey, Auntie.
So yeah, hopefully that can happen and the run game can continue to keep building with Nick Chubb coming back and whatnot. We're gonna keep it with the Browns and speak about Jameis Winston. His performance yesterday, 334 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. I don't expect for Jameis Winston to go forward for the rest of the season doing that and not throw an interception. But, Dar, do you think if Jameis Winston continued to keep playing?
What's up, Casper?
What's good, bro? At least how he played yesterday. Not saying that's going to be every game from now on. Do you think, and I already know what you're going to say to this, do you think it's a strong possibility that the Browns can make or try to make a final push to even get into the wild card spot?
Absolutely. I don't see why we're 3 games out of first place right now. We have the rest of the AFC to play. We got New Orleans to play. I'm not overlooking New Orleans, but New Orleans really,
We play the Chargers and that's though.
I know we play the Chargers and we play New Orleans. coming up also. But we also dive into this AFC North and the rest of the AFC. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Jameis Winston and company can do with Ken Dorsey calling the plays, Jameis Winston out there executing, Cedric Tillman, Jared Judy, and Njoku, Moore. All of those guys played a pivotal role yesterday. So I can't take nothing away from him. I said I give credit where credit is due. The man played outstanding. Outstanding. I was surprised. I'm not even gonna cap. But if he could play like that and try to play as mistake-free as possible, we give ourselves a chance to make a push and even go on a streak to where we could probably end up being one of the hottest teams at the end of the season.
Talk to me, Kels.
This is what I know is this. Once we get the running game started, everything will be okay. Once the defense get a little more stouter, I mean, we stopped the run last night to a T. We had Derrick Henry. I think we because
did we really stop the run, or did Baltimore stop the run themselves?
You know why they stopped the run?
He only gave him 11 carries.
You know why
Derrick
Henry never. We always play Derrick Henry tight, man. He don't never have over 100 yards.
You know why they stopped
the last 5 seasons?
Right. You know why they stopped the run? Because they couldn't run. So they couldn't run. So they had to pass the ball. That was our weakness for so far. We also, I think Winston will play well. I expect him to throw some interceptions because I don't want to take his aggressiveness away from him.
He did average 6.5 on the ground.
But he had the big runs.
He having big runs all season. You look at it.
Right.
He had an 87-yard against who was that?
We was watching it against Dallas. He had one.
He had a long one against Tampa Bay.
He had one against Tampa Bay. He had another one.
He been doing it all season. I don't understand. That's why I just asked. Did we really stop the run, or did Baltimore stop the run? And I agree with you, Dar. I believe Baltimore stopped their own run by only giving him 11 carries. Consider the fact how they came into that game as the number one offense in every category, including rushing. But then again, you know what I'm saying? I also agree too that Derrick Henry, we do play Derrick Henry real tough. We played him tough when he was in Tennessee. But again, with this offense, the way they've been handling business so far up until yesterday, I don't understand why he only got 11 carries. I think what I believe Jameis Winston could do, and I'm not gonna sit up here and say we can make a hot run, but we could try to make things kind of interesting in the AFC. What I think Jameis Winston could do is, you see yesterday's game, the offense was more spread out. You know, all receivers was eating. Moore, Tillman,
Baltimore secondary is suspect, man.
They whole defense is suspect. We
ate them for lunch. Look, man.
They whole defense is suspect.
Bro, I'm not getting beside myself with this. I'm not. When
you say that, that says to me and you are.
I'm not. If we can continue and even play 75 to 80% like we played yesterday against these, we already lost to Cincinnati. But if we could split with Cincinnati, take the next one against Baltimore, dub out on Pittsburgh, our division looking a whole lot different, as well as stacking a few other wins in this AFC. We can make it real interesting. And the only thing that would what
you just now to think about it, you just said a lot because we 2-6. So that means that's 8 games. So we got 11 games. We got one more against Cincy, one more against Baltimore,
2 against Pittsburgh. That's 4.
So you said we're gonna win all 4 of them.
I'm saying We can. I don't see why we can't.
I said in the beginning, I said 11-8 or 10. I said
11-8. It's 11-6. 17
well, 11,
games.
whatever is whatever. That's including the playoffs. So
all right, Telenomics.
that's including the playoffs. I'm including the playoff wins. I'm including the playoff wins.
Oh,
you gotta get there first, Kels.
Right. Man, you talking about playing with some other. So no. So look, is that what the wild card?
Hey, let me ask y'all a question.
What's up?
Do 11-6 win a division?
It depends on what Baltimore do and how Baltimore play. Because in between the division right now is between Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Pittsburgh right now is 5-2.
Yep.
Baltimore is 5-3. Cincinnati is 3-5, and we is 2-6. Mm-hmm. We have a long battle up against us alone. I mean, we're gonna have to run out some healthy ass wins. But also talk about Jameis Winston. What Jameis Winston did for the Browns offense is this.
Spark them.
I always said you have to be in front of the sticks. They had no false start penalties, no infraction, none of that yesterday. So what he did is stabilize the off. He managed the game, meaning that it wasn't no turnovers, no penalties that's hurt us or nothing. So that's what I think Jameis Winston can bring too, is that stable, getting everybody in the right place.
Stabilization, you mean?
I'm not gonna get too. I'm excited about yesterday. I'm excited the way Jameis Winston played. I am, but I'm not gonna get too rah about it, because as I always say, anytime you get that one game, you get that game coming off of things just all in disarray like it was the previous week for the Browns. You know, Deshaun Watson go down. We bring in Jameis Winston, a fresh voice in the huddle, an energetic guy. Kills, you mentioned it, a guy that's gonna really motivate you. Shit, a guy I like to have in my motherfucking locker room, for real.
Right.
And the team gravitated to that, which goes back to what I said. I believe some of the players on the team gave up on Watson, and they saw Winston like, okay, we know what you can do, Winston. We know your capabilities. We know where your faults at. But damn it, what we know you gonna do is you gonna come out there and put your all on that football field. And I think that's what happened yesterday. They were just energetic. It was a change. It was a home game. Everything was good. We had the big experience of Jim over the stadium. So they come out next week against a good defense. I can say another Baltimore defense sucked. Chargers got a nice defense.
And they pass rush is better than the Baltimore Ravens.
Way better than Baltimore's.
We got to deal with Khalil Mack and Bosa.
I want to see what they're able to do against good defenses, and we got something coming up. So again, I hope.
Hey guys, listen, we not that far off. Let's say we sneak in. Let's say we sneak in 2 wins. Pittsburgh and Baltimore drop 1 or 2. 4-6. 4-6, and they 5-4 and 5-5. The division looking a lot different.
I thought we agreed you wasn't going to keep doing that no more.
I'm just saying.
I thought we agreed you wasn't going to keep doing that no more. We agreed we was going to take it game by game. Because every time you
I'm like Jameis Winston. I'm like Winston. Man, look, just give it up to the Lord. I have faith in the Lord.
Hey, my dude was out there.
He was preaching.
He was quoting Eminem songs. He was,
right. What up, JD?
You know that white boy up there in Detroit.
Hey, James is funny, man. Like I said, James Winston, man. You want some motivation, man? Like,
hey, man, that brother, man, if he turned into a minister and stayed
he
here in
is a
Cleveland.
minister.
Man, he had the biggest church in Cleveland, bro.
Man, people,
Man, you know.
people will definitely listen to Winston. Give y'all an update on the Cavs game right now. The game just started. It's 9-4 Cleveland over the Knicks down at Madison Square Garden. You know, the Stars show out. You know what I'm saying, in New York City right now. The Cavs is up 9-4 first quarter. Speaking of quarterbacks for the Browns, I know y'all probably getting tired of talking about this dude because I know I am. Lightweight for real getting there. Watson done in Cleveland. Is the Deshaun Watson era over? Well, it was never an era. But is the Deshaun Watson experiment finally over with in Cleveland, Dark?
Yeah. I don't see how he come back. I don't see how he come back from mentally from the boos and cheers when he tore his Achilles. When he tore his Achilles. I don't see how I wouldn't want to play for a fan base like that. Number two. No, wait a minute.
I'll let you go ahead.
Number two, he's been ridiculed, persecuted in the media. I mean, all that attention. I wouldn't if he does come back, I wouldn't expect him back before 2026, which is his last year. But I wouldn't want him. If I was him, I wouldn't want to come back. We'll figure out a way to cash me out. I'll retire and take a settlement, save y'all some bread. I'm gone.
Kells, is it over with for Watson in Cleveland?
The contract states no, you know what I'm saying, because the money that will hurt us financially towards our salary cap. But
how much of that money is insured, Kells?
What you said, hold up,
how much of that money is insured?
Okay, but what you said that I won't want to come back because of the fans boo me because I got injured. He never wanted to be here in the first place.
Sure didn't.
He never wanted to be here in the first place. So, I mean, I was beginning to get turned around because I like underdog stories.
Absolutely.
So what I'm saying is this: do your rehab, come back strong, get some good film on, get some good tape, good film tapes, and then maybe we can trade you, and maybe we can eat some of the money that we can get something back from. I don't give a damn if it's a 7th round pick. You know what I'm saying? Somebody out there like
nobody's gonna eat $46 million.
I said we gonna eat $46 million.
I'm saying nobody's gonna take on that contract. And nobody. What we have to realize here is that Watson's pretty much done for a whole 9 months to a year, which means if he did come back, he would be on injured reserve through the first 12 games of the season, probably.
Shit. What's the name?
Before
Aaron Rodgers came back in 6.
But see,
he's 40.
Yeah. But I don't expect him back. He got a whole year of rehab. I didn't get a chance to actually see Aaron Rodgers. I knew he went down, but I didn't see how bad it was, or I didn't see any of that. But Deshaun Watson, it blew up in 2 places, down by his ankle and right up behind his calf. So that's an extensive surgery. That's an extensive rehab. And I wouldn't expect him back before 12 months.
Yeah, I think
I think that they figure out a way that they could part ways, move on with Jameis Winston as the starter here, keep DTR, and draft Arch Manning.
Woo.
Not with the first pick.
Huh?
Not with the first pick.
If we 2-6 right now. If we don't fare too well, we within the top 5.
No, he's saying
first round pick.
No, he's saying don't take the quarterback with the first round pick.
I'm not taking a quarterback with the first round.
Yeah. Man, look, I'm taking Arch Manning. You got me bent.
Arch Manning ain't even the starting quarterback of his team.
Yes, he is. What is you talking about? He is the starting quarterback for Texas.
How much you want to bet?
How much you want to bet? They benched
you. You ever heard Q Ernst?
They benched him, brother.
When they benched him. He just played the other night.
No, he didn't. They benched him.
They benched him for what? Because you know why they benched him? They was getting their ass whooped by Georgia. So they was trying something different.
They benched him.
He wasn't benched.
I'm trying to build on that team.
Arch Manning's a starter. And I'm taking him first pick.
And you'll be fired.
That's Peyton Manning. That's Peyton Manning, Eli Manning DNA, and Archie Manning's DNA.
And he don't play like neither one of them.
I'm taking that first pick, bro.
And he don't play like neither one of them. He can't even.
Hey, look at Tim Hardaway Sr. and Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, he does not play nothing like them.
Here y'all go with that nonsense. All right.
Look at LeBron and look at LeBron and Bronny James.
I'm telling you now, I damn sure don't want Shador here.
Huh?
Shador is not coming here, and I don't want him here.
Shador won't come in here because his father don't want him here. His father want him in Dallas or somewhere else.
I don't want him.
I think Watson. I think it's over with for Watson here in Cleveland. Myself, I believe. I think right about now the Browns.
It's a sad situation.
It is a sad situation, and I think the Browns right about now is like really tired of the situation. I think they are growing tired of it. I think you know, we finally got draft picks. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why they're making a lot of these moves to stockpiling on draft picks to eventually draft another quarterback for this franchise, which I am tired of doing that. Oh, damn, I'm tired of that.
Hey, I'm so tired of picking number one quarterbacks, and all we do to the number one quarterbacks is let them leave, and they go somewhere and play better. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of that.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Look, man. I'm gonna tell you. We get Arch Manning first.
What made Arch Manning so good? And he can't even beat out dude. Well, I mean, what make him so good? Because we didn't get it.
First of all, he's younger than old boy.
Huh?
First of all, I think Arch Manning is what, a freshman?
No, Arch Manning is a sophomore.
Oh, okay, he's a sophomore, which means the older yours is what, a senior?
No, yours is a junior.
Okay, that's what. It's been plenty of freshmen come in and beat seniors at that position. Okay.
And Arch Manning was the number one recruited quarterback at Texas, and he still couldn't beat out dude. So you won't tell me
is that he couldn't beat out dude, or the coach felt like dude had seniority?
He couldn't beat out dude because it was an open competition. It was an open competition.
I'm gonna do some more research on it. I'll get back to you, Kels.
All right, research. All I know he ain't beat out dude. I do not want another.
I believe Watson's done in Cleveland. I believe the Browns figure out a way to pay him and not have so much of a salary cap hit. And I'm sure there's because a lot of his money is insured. A lot of it, I think 55 million, only 12 million for this year was insured, and then 55 million was insured for next season. So some of that money won't count against the cap. He'll get paid.
Backloaded.
He'll get paid, but it won't count against the cap because he's not able to play. So it's insurable money. That's insurance money.
I don't know, but what I do know is this. If we have another season where, you know, our backup quarterback do good again in Deshaun Watson's absence again, I just feel like that's going to make it even more evident of him being done in Cleveland. Hey, y'all, man. Great conversation today. Great conversation. Appreciate everybody that tuned in.
Good job, fellas.
Great conversation. Great conversation. I appreciate everybody that tuned in on the Signature Series Network, YouTube, and Facebook. Don't forget to like, follow, and share on Facebook. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and the Signature Series Network. With that being said, again, Browns got a victory. Real quick, Cavs 3-0. They playing the Knicks tonight. They get a dub tonight. Yes, no.
Yes, because
Yes.
Yes, I got the Cavs getting a dub as well. Hey, all y'all catch us Wednesday, same time, same place. For the Antoine Spivey Show, I'm your host, the man with the plan with the cleanest ways on the land. For Kel, to Truth, and Dar, we out of here, y'all. Deuces.
Peace. Deepest condolences to the Jim Donovan family.
Yes, yes.
Hashtag get the job done. When it come to crunch time, I'm awesome. 3 seconds on the clock, you can call me. In my hands is where the ball be, nigga. I'm clutch, 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 clutch. Yeah, nigga, I'm clutch, 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 clutch. Yeah, baby, I'm clutch, 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 clutch. Yeah, baby, I'm clutch, 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 yes, clutch, 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 clutch. Yeah, baby, I'm clutch.